Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with WalkerFitMuscle.com and welcome back for another video. Today I'm gonna give you a cool technique, all right? I'm gonna show you how to build muscle fast utilizing my TriCon-X method. So if you haven't done any of those before, you definitely wanna check this video out. Let's get busy. All right guys, before I get into my actual TriCon-X technique and explain why it works, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm currently uploading videos every Monday and every Friday. All right, so that being said, here's the thing, TriCon-X. TriCon stands for triple contraction. It's triple contraction training. Basically, all that means is we're including some isometric contractions within a set of specific exercises. So there's a lot of benefits to isometric contractions. One, overall muscle strength. Another one, overall tendon strength. That's gonna help strengthen those joints. And one other thing that it does is time under tension. It increases time under tension, so it gives you the optimal amount for hypertrophy, for building more muscle. And the other cool thing is, since you're doing these isometric holds, it doesn't take a whole lot of weight. So you don't wanna constantly lift a lot of heavy weight because that's gonna take its toll on your shoulders, on your elbows, on your wrists, on your knees. So when you're lifting heavy weight constantly, it's gonna put too much wear and tear on those joints. And as an older guy, I've learned that that's the last thing you want. You don't wanna be older and barely be able to move. So I'm trying to give you some techniques that will prevent you from ever being there, okay? All right, here's the thing. The way you do a TriCon set, I'm gonna demonstrate a few different exercises for you, showing you what it looks like in practice. But typically my TriCon-X sets are 6 reps. They're always gonna be 6 reps. So what that means is your first 3 reps, you are going to, let's take a bench press for example. You're gonna lower the weight slowly, okay? Dumbbell bench press, lower the weight slowly like you would any other regular bench press. At the bottom of the movement, 1 second pause and then explosively contract your chest. Explosively lift the weight. You're gonna do that for 1 rep and do the same thing a second time. Slow and under control on the way down. 1 second pause, explosively lift the weight back up again. So you're doing that for the first 3 reps. Okay, you're gonna do that with 3 reps. Your next 3, this is where the isometric holds come in. On the next 3 reps for this bench press, for instance, you're going to come down to about midway, not the full stretch. You don't want to fully stretch and put all this strain on your shoulders. It's more of a mid-range. When your arms are about 90 degrees, that's gonna be perfect, okay? So mid-range, and you're gonna hold that weight there for a full 10 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. While you're counting, basically mentally, you want to be using that mind-muscle connection as well. You wanna focus on contracting your chest. Contract the chest as hard as you can and be in that space, okay? Really focus on your chest while you're doing this because visualization is huge for muscle growth. It really helps stimulate that extra muscle once you get that mind-muscle connection going. So the reason I point that out, it's easy when you're in the 10-second hold to just space out and not think of anything. Clear your mind so you don't have to feel the blood rushing in. You don't have to feel the lactic acid. Well, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to feel the blood rushing in. I want you to visualize blood coming into that chest and filling it tight so that you're gonna get more growth hormone in there and you're growing your chest with each and every rep, okay? So again, 10 seconds in that hold position, then take the weight back up to the top, and then you're gonna do it again. Go right back down to that mid-range, another 10 seconds. And that's why I'm saying, make sure it's a good 10 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. All right, after your second, take the weight back up to the top, and then you're gonna do it a last time. So 3 of these isometric holds. Okay, so that's adding 30 seconds of time under tension right in the mid-range, so your chest is constantly firing. Okay, so it's gonna give you tremendous benefits. And as you can tell, just from the explanation, and it doesn't take a lot of weight. So if you're typically one of those 100-pound dumbbell guys, trust me, you're gonna wanna cut that down to about 60 pounds. You're not gonna be able to sit there with 100 pounds, even 80 pounds on each side during those 10-second isometric holds. So it's less weight, still giving you prime and optimized time under tension for muscle growth. All right, so that's the concept and that's how you do it. And the thing is, you can do this for a lot of different exercises. So I just demonstrated the dumbbell bench press. All right, another thing this works really well with for a squat variation, you can do a lot of different types of squats. You can do a leg press for your legs, holding in that mid-range. I mean, that's gonna create a tremendous burn. I actually really enjoy doing the goblet squat. So TriCon-X goblet squats. So basically what you're gonna do is take your heavy dumbbell. When you're doing this, you wanna keep the dumbbell close to your body. That's the thing, especially when you're in the hold position. Because when you're in the hold, if you've got a weak core, you're naturally gonna start leaning forward. Okay, so that's why I like the goblet squat, because it's gonna allow you to build a stronger core, stronger upper back, stronger glutes. And here's the thing, keeping the dumbbell close, you wanna sink down as deep as you can go. Sit down initially and kind of work those hips loose. Try to create the best comfortable position at the bottom of the rep. All right, now from there, then you're gonna explode back up. Same thing, 3 explosive reps. Explode up, contracting those quads, the glutes, the hams. Really get those things firing. The other benefit of the explosive reps, it's a central nervous system stimulator, and it's activating your glutes, it's activating your quads, activating your hams. So you've got a tremendous amount of benefits with the first 3 reps. So really focus on maximizing those as well. It's not just the isometric reps that are coming next, but it's the first 3 explosive reps that are still gonna provide tremendous benefits. All right, so once you're in the top position, then you're gonna sink back down, take it nice and deep as you can go. 1 second pause at the bottom and then fire back up. All right, last one, sink back down, another 1 second pause at the bottom and then fire back up explosively. From that 3rd rep, now you're gonna go straight into your mid-range. So this is gonna be different for everybody because everybody has different hip mobility and ankle mobility. If you can get to where your legs are pretty much parallel with the ground, straight up 90-degree angles, then that's gonna be ideal, okay? That's where you're gonna wanna sit. You don't wanna sit all the way at the bottom of this rep because then you're gonna be resting. And you don't wanna just barely break a quarter of the way down because that's gonna put some more stress on your knees. So you really wanna get down as deep as you can. And when you're in the isometric hold for 10 seconds, this is where I really want you to focus again, keeping the dumbbell close to your body. Try to remain upright as much as possible. I know that's not easy for a lot of you because we're all built different. Some people have more of a forward lean and that's okay as long as you're keeping the dumbbell close to your body and you're keeping your core tight throughout the entire range of motion. Okay, so once you do the 10-second hold, then you're gonna lift yourself back up and then go straight back down, sink down into that mid-range and then hold another 10 seconds. You're really gonna feel, especially your quads firing when you're doing this, okay? And on the way back up, after your 10-second hold, visualize mentally that mind-muscle connection. Are you really trying to focus on your glutes? Or are you really trying to focus on your quads? You can actually revert some of that mind to muscle connection towards the muscle that you're really wanting to help build, help stimulate more. So imagine pushing off with your heels and clenching your glutes and then start driving your weight back up. That's gonna help you activate your glutes even more. And if you're really trying to focus on activating your quads more, once you're in that hold position, really sit there and focus on separating the floor with your feet. That's the mental cue I want you to have. So when you're in that hold position, don't just sit there and stand in that same position. Okay, while you're there, imagine the floor being able to open up in the middle and you're trying to create that opening. You're spreading your feet out. That's really gonna help you get a huge contraction in your quadriceps. So you're gonna be putting your energy into working those quads a little bit more than the glutes. You're still gonna be working your glutes, but the primary benefit is gonna be more quad work. Hopefully that makes sense. But 3 reps there, so that's 6 total, 3 isometric holds, all right? Another one I really like is for your back. When you're doing TriCon-X sets for your back, here's the thing. It kind of depends on the strength of your lower back. If you got a strong lower back, man, go ahead and do barbell rows. However, a lot of people need to start with dumbbell rows that are chest supported. So you'll notice me here. I've got an incline bench. I'm leaning against the incline bench. Keep your core tight from there. Once you get the core tight, keep it tight, and that's gonna protect your spine throughout the entire range of motion, all right? Same thing here, dumbbells are down to your side, and I want you to drive the weights up as fast as you can, very explosively, using the elbows as your drivers. You're not curling the weights up. Mentally, you're using your hands as hooks, holding on to the dumbbells, and your elbows are driving the weight up behind your back. Hold that there a full second, then bring it down slow and under control. Once you get to the full stretch, another explosive rep. So 3 explosive reps, then you're gonna get into your isometric holds. Here's where I want you to hold this with the dumbbell. Since you're doing the dumbbell, but you're already chest supported, I want you to get those dumbbells as high as you can and contract those lats, flare those lats out. Really feel the blood rushing into your lats. So again, try to develop that mind-muscle connection. Imagine your lats holding the weight up by themselves. Just use those elbows as drivers. 1001, 1002. So 10 seconds back. Once you hit your 10 seconds, nice full stretch. Don't drop the weight. Take the stretch nice and slow. At the bottom, 1 second pause. Come right back up to the top for another hold. Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003. You're driving the elbows, you're pinching those shoulder blades together, you're trying to flex those lats. You're getting all of the blood into the lats, which is also gonna, again, pull in growth hormone. So that's one of the prime benefits to doing these. So you're gonna do 3 isometric holds, and then you're gonna be done with your 6 reps. So that's how to make this work for your lats. All right, the last exercise I will show you, again, just to reiterate, you can do this for biceps, you can do it for triceps, you can do it for hamstrings. There's a lot of exercises you can use this on. So I'm trying to give you a few different examples. And once you see the examples, then you can kind of start thinking about ways to implement this into some of your favorite exercises, all right? Okay, last one is a dumbbell shoulder press. I actually like doing these with the dumbbells. If you have access to a Smith machine, man, Smith machines are awesome for doing TriCon-X sets, especially when you're doing the holds, all right? But for this demonstration, I'm doing a dumbbell because more people have access to dumbbells than they do Smith machines. So basically, I prefer doing these seated. When you do these seated, it's gonna help keep your lower back stabilized. So you're not gonna put a whole lot of stress on that lower back. So it's the same concept. You're gonna get the dumbbells up to your sides, explosively lift the weight up, and then bring it down under control. Again, don't just drop the weight, bring it down under control, and do your second explosive rep, bring it down under control, then you're gonna do your 3rd explosive rep. All right, when you're coming down, this is gonna be key. You basically wanna be about 90 degrees with your arms. That's a good point. I call it the mid-range because here's what happens. If you're too high above your head, then that's gonna be activating your triceps a lot. Your triceps are gonna start burning as well. So you're still gonna be working your delts, but your triceps are gonna kick in too much. And if you go too far down at the bottom where you're in that deep stretch in the shoulder, it's gonna be a little harder on your shoulder joints, but also you're relaxing that contraction. So you wanna be right at the mid-range, dumbbells almost even with your face, okay? And I know this is gonna be slightly different for everybody, people with different arm lengths and things of that nature, but basically I just want you to make sure you're putting all of the contractions, stress during the isometric holds on the actual deltoids and removing as much as you can from triceps and shoulder joints, if that makes sense. So mostly just working those shoulders, be in that 10-second hold, and then drive the weight back up. From there, slowly lower back into the hold position, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. You can do 10 full seconds, drive the weight back up, another time back down in that hold position. Okay, so you're gonna do 3 of those. One last point I like to make with this exercise, if it's bothering your shoulders, then rotate. That's why I'm using dumbbells. Rotate your hands to where your palms are facing one another. This is a neutral grip position, and it's gonna create a little bit more external rotation in your shoulders, so you're gonna have a little bit more shoulder clearance. It's not gonna be pinching those ligaments and tendons, okay? So it's not gonna be near as hard on your shoulders just by rotating that humerus. That makes a big difference. So get those palms facing each other if your shoulders are bothering you, because when you're doing a fully pronated grip, meaning palms away from your body, it is gonna tend to put a little bit more strain on those shoulders, especially if you lack shoulder mobility or you already have any shoulder issues. This is my TriCon-X baby. So tremendous benefits when you implement these strategies into a bunch of different exercises. So hopefully you like this, man. If you got any additional questions, anything that I didn't clarify, you need a little bit more clarification on, leave me a comment and let me know. Also, I want you to give some of these TriCon-X sets a try, then come back to this video, man, and in the comment section, let me know how it felt, what you thought about it. If you didn't feel something, if something didn't seem right, that way I can get to you and try to break down a little bit more detail on how to do it more correctly, or how to really optimize the mind-muscle connection, because that's the other benefit to doing my TriCon-X sets. It allows you to hone in on that mind-muscle connection. And man, once you figure that out, once you're able to really hone in on that mind-muscle connection and really activate the muscle you're trying to work with each and every rep, then you're gonna get tremendous growth, great results, because everything gets amplified at that point once you get your mind connected to the muscles. So anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, let me know. That way I know you did. Other than that, man, that's all I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.